Students, now we are going to discuss case study of your book chapter 3 private public and global enterprises of the topics which we have studied. So read the case very carefully and think over the solutions of the questions given in it. So this case is about Indian Railway, which is a part of Railway Ministry. It is organized, financed and controlled by Railway Ministry. The finances are allocated from government treasury, and whatever revenue it earns is deposited to government treasury only. It is treated as a part of government, and even the appointment, recruitment and selection of employees is done in the same way as that of a civil servant. So dear students, after reading the case, it is very clear that this case is about forms of public sector. So now let's read the question. Name the type of public sector enterprise railway is considered as. So which public sector Indian Railway belongs? Obviously departmental undertakings, because all features are indicated that Indian Railway is a part of government, so it is department undertaking. Now second question is, what is the status of employees working in railways? So if you have read the case very carefully, you understand that answer is given in the case only, that the status of employees working in railways is civil servants. They are called civil servants. Fine. Now third, how does it get its finance? So if you read the second line carefully, you will get to know that it get its finance from government treasury, because the finance are allocated from government treasury. Fine. Now last one, what does it do with its revenue? So its answer is also given in this case, that it is deposited to government treasury only, because they are not free to use these funds. They have to deposit their revenue to government treasury. That's why they are not motivated by its revenue. There is no direct link between efforts and rewards. Alright, I hope you understood the case. So try to attempt the solution of this case in your notebook by your own without seeing the answer. Now read the next case. With enhancement of LIC Act 1956, an autonomous body, Life Insurance Corporation of India was formed. The Act defines its powers, duties and functions. It has separate legal entity. It is fully owned by the government. It has independent financial policy and can raise funds by borrowing from public government. However, it is not subject to any budgetary accounting or audit control like railways. Its annual report is presented in Parliament every year. So after reading the case, now see what questions are asked. Name the type of public sector enterprise referred in above case. So dear students, it's very clear that it is one of the public corporations, because it is incorporated under LIC Act 1956 and autonomous body. So it is clearly appeared that it is a public corporation. So we get our next answer to name the act under which it is formed. So the act is given in your case, simply LIC Act 1956 is the answer. Now next question is, name the act under which name any other statutory corporation. So you can have lots of example like SBI, Air India. So you can give any example of other statutory corporation. State two features of statutory corporation mentioned above. So lots of features are given in this case. You can write any two features, and if the marks is more, so you have to describe these features. Otherwise, if it is asked for less marks, so you can just give one liners for each feature. So lots of features are given, like its powers, duties and functions are determined under the particular act, that is 1956. Next feature is just after this, that it has a separate legal entity as it works independently from its members. Another features are also highlighted, that funds are raised through borrowing from public and government. That means it is financed by government only. Another feature we can highlight from this case, that it is not subject to any budgetary control or audit control like railway. So it is one another feature you can explain. And very important feature is accountability. Yes, exactly, we have studied this feature, accountability, because its annual report is presented in parliament every year. That means it is accountable in the parliament by presenting their annual reports. Okay, fine.